So I was scrolling through Twitter today. Please, someone help me. And I came by this post of a female streamer who, was playing Valorant. Now, obviously, she was playing Valorant, so I think we already know where this is about to head. Let me go ahead and read this for you boys. I have never made a more desperate plea than what I am about to say right now. Riot Games, Riot Support, I need you guys to effing do something. I am an incredibly strong person, and I have been streaming for a very, very long time. But absolutely nothing prepares you for someone saying this to you. These suspensions are not enough. Nothing will ever stop these men from acting this way until hardware bans go into play. They should never be able to play the game again. I know you hear us. I know you see us. If this goes unpunished, I am taking this as an active act from you that you don't give an F about any of the women and minorities that play your game. And I will rally to boycott. This is just absolutely not on. What was that? This is just absolutely not on. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Maybe that's her catchphrase. Maybe she says that at the end of every game of Valorant. Anytime she loses, that was absolutely just not on. But yeah, there is a video to accompany this. And don't worry, boys. She cut out all the context, but obviously someone found the context in her VOD before she deleted it, because she deleted all her VODs after people started posting the contextual clip, the clip that, put this whole story together of why this guy was saying this to her. So let's go ahead and watch the context-free video of why this guy should be banned from Valorant. And before we even watch the clip, let's go ahead and have a conversation in the comments. What do you guys think about this person in the clip before you even see it? Because that's exactly how she wants you to think. I'm assuming you guys wrote your comment already. Let's watch it.
But yappa. You are literally just fucking all talk, bro.
Oh, be honest with me.
One down. My ult's ready.
Do you know what feels like?
No, I don't actually.
Well, do you want to know?
Are you saying you're gonna me?
Because you're heading on the right path right now.
Are you saying you're gonna me?
You're going on the right path for it.
Is that what you're saying?
Toxins going up.
It's not if I like it. Is it now?
No one walks away.
Hectic goal.
Now, obviously, I had to cut out the R word. We're a little too early in the video to just be slinging around any kind of harmful language. I'm trying to get a little bit of monetization off of this. I guess don't forget to become a channel member if you enjoy the content. But yeah, as you can see in the clip, she was just sitting there being a nice, wholesome trad wife, obviously. Very delicate flower. She said nothing to provoke this person, which usually is how these things happen. Usually people start, doing bad at the game. They start losing. Then someone provokes someone in the game, because that's whenever the real game starts. The mental fortitude it takes to play any of these competitive games is immense, because in any game, football, basketball, hockey, tennis, you're gonna get trash talked, especially if you're bad at the game, because at the end of the day, it is a legitimate strategy to continue furthering your win if you're already on the winning side, and to continue furthering your loss if you're on the losing side and you just stop caring. But obviously, in this competitive game of Valorant, the skill-based matchmaking didn't put her in a soft little box where she can say whatever she wants and she can be as toxic as she wants. Just as long as she doesn't go to any extremes, she gets to be the toxic little princess she wants to be. But that's not how any competitive game works, or really any real life situation works, because let's all be honest here, there's a reason why people get mad at campers and rats in different games.
Why everybody
because the game is supposed to be played fairly. You're supposed to show yourself, make yourself known. It's almost good sportsmanship just to like at least give the person some kind of a chance. Hey, we're on an even playing field here. But if you're like ratting in a spot that's hard to get into or hard to see, people are gonna be very pissed. Even though you're playing the game the way it's meant to be played, the whole point of it is to win. And some people want that win more than others. And this man ratted his way to a victory. This man used an Escape from Tarkov exfil rat spot that he saw on like a General Sam stream. Like she couldn't even fight back against it. Like, don't get me wrong, you can literally say anything to fight back against this. I'm like, it's not even a good joke. Like, I will say at the end of the day, it's not a good joke. But at the end of the day, he made it. And if you're not gonna say anything back that's at least somewhat witty, I'm sorry, you lost if you're just gonna run away. Now, am I saying in real life should you be saying this to a woman? Obviously not. But also, it is just a video game at the end of the day, and as one of the minorities that she was pandering to in her tweet, I have been told worse than what she has said. I'm just saying, as a very handsome fish, people, you know, from time to time, whenever they're losing, they decide to find out who's the easiest target, and then they try to attack that target. And you know what's very easy? A fried fish, all right? We're very easy targets, but at the end of the day, I refuse to be a victim because I will be the one that takes it too far. I will be that person. And you know what I'm not afraid of? Catching a little 24-hour ban, week ban. At the end of the day, it's just a game, and I will always be able to come back because at the end of the day, they rather a non-cheating player who's just a little toxic, who doesn't really ruin the game, over a cheater actually, you know, spin botting. And 99% of the time, they don't even ban the cheaters because guess what? If they started banning all the toxic players in these video games, there would be no video game. Who do you think is spending all their money on skins in these games? Oh my God, I've spent way too much money on a lot of these games. I will admit, from time to time, I will do a whale or two. I will see a skin and I will just buy it because I'll be like, yo, it's a sick skin. And it has added up over the years. But at the end of the day, it's my collection of, you know, skins and stuff that I like in the games that I play. You want to know what's really bad for business? Knowing that a company will ban you permanently over little interactions like this, because they know if they banned all the people that had these little bitty interactions in, you know, the gaming cyberspace, where you can reach through the screen and start filling up on people. I didn't know you could reach through the screen. That they will start losing a lot of money. Because if I know I can't say, yo, bot lane, you're trash in League, why would I want to play Valorant if I'm just going to get permanently banned and get all my skins taken away? Why would I want to play any Riot game? But if I go play Call of Duty, they're going to be like, someone may be spin botting in this lobby, but I mean, like, come on, boys, he spent $5, come on. I'm like, at the end of the day, we all have to recognize here that money moves mountains, baby, all right? We are not getting past this little hurdle that she really wants to get past where everyone is toxic, but like a nice toxic and a easy to deal with toxic, and no one would ever stoop to a low I think is beneath myself to stoop to. Because that's a never-ending cycle. Like, it makes no sense because someone's gonna be like, yo, she said something I think is trash. Why should she be allowed to play the game? And let's both be honest here, if they even tried to do this, there would be no video games. That's like 99% of the games. If I'm losing, I at least want some kind of victory. If I come out of the game knowing that the whole team turned on one of my teammates and I was the reason for it, call me toxic, I kinda like that. I know, shocker. One of the greatest parts about gaming is the trash talk. I'm sorry that I like saying, I am better than you, or I did something better than you. I'm on top of the leaderboard. I'm the better person here. And you know what? I actually earned that I'm better than you. Instead of, you know, going to Twitter and trying to cry about how much I am better than you by virtue signaling to people who don't care about you. And it's kind of sad to see that you would lie. We're gonna get into the clip in a little bit, but she would literally lie just so she could say she's better than this person instead of, making a witty remark and not leaving the game, then going to Twitter and complaining that you got banned. Don't worry, guys. I got a penalty for leaving. Thanks for making the game a better place, I guess. You left the game mid-game. I don't understand what she thought was gonna happen because she's literally just sitting here like saying, oh, and I'm the one that got banned. It's an automatic ban. Like, what do you mean? No one at Valorant HQ is over here like, oh my god, that Taylor Morgan again left the game. You know what? Ban her. It's an automatic ban. And again, the reason why she got banned was she was playing ranked. Because guess what? There was 3 other people in there that game you ruined. Because they weren't even that far into the match. It still could have came back. And even if you didn't want to win anymore, you're still playing a competitive game. And he's still talking trash to you. At least try to compete with the man. Like, if you're not gonna mute him, that's literally 99% of the reason why anyone gets into competitive games. If you don't want to compete in every aspect of it, don't compete. I, myself, am not an athletic god. I can play, some sports, but I'm not gonna be out here on the damn basketball court talking shit to some 6'8" man. I know my place. This man won the genetic lottery. I know that I'm not winning, and if he does trash talk, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I just gotta take it, because what am I gonna do? Be like, no, I'm actually really good at the game. And also, I'm smart enough to not stoop to a low where, the guy in the video stooped to, because in real life, people got them hands. Unlike people on the internet, where you can say whatever you want to them, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna forget you by the time I get off the game. I'm gonna be like, God damn. Let me go ahead and watch the boys. And that's gonna be my whole interaction. I'm gonna get mad, I'm gonna get off the game, and I'm gonna be like, man, let me go ahead and get my mind off of this and relax. I guess some people forgot how to do that. Because it's just a video game, and it's just the internet. I'm sorry. But if you think someone on the internet that has never met you before in their life and are now having a bad interaction with you are going to be nice to you, I'm sorry, but go out into real life and be this toxic. People will show you that they are very much willing to stoop lower than you. And now for the, second part of this video, the grape. For some reason, only women can get graped. And no man can ever, fear getting raped by another man. Now, I don't know if women know this or not. Everyone can get raped. I'm just saying, anyone can get raped. There is no, gender-specific rape. Everyone can get raped. Everyone can get essayed. But somehow, this woman thinks only men can grape women. And just them saying this in a video game is the whole reason why men are the most toxic and most frustrating part about gaming. Even though she didn't want to mute this guy because she wanted to turn him into content for some reason. Yeah, she for some reason didn't post this clip right here. Sorry for how ashy this VOD looks. I don't know why this person couldn't have ripped a better quality one, but at least we have the context. She didn't post that at all. She didn't even bring it up like, hey, I was being toxic, but I think this guy went a little far. Even then, I would still be like, shut the fuck up. But at least I would be like, hey, man, at least you're being honest. But she wasn't even being honest. Also, I'm sorry, I lied. There's actually 2 clips here. Yeah, it's a man thing. We like lying. Let's go ahead and roll that clip, though.
Suppress it.
I'll unmute him for content, because I kind of think this game is lost, but... Hey, gaming. Bro, this guy is an asshole. This guy's an absolute asshole. I'm literally the only reason I have him unmuted. The only reason I have him unmuted is for content. Oh my god.
It's kind of weird how she posted this clip and then didn't realize maybe I should delete the VOD to help my case out a little bit, because obviously the 10 people watching her probably didn't clip this themselves. They probably were just like, damn, again? You didn't learn your lesson from the last time someone said this to you? But yeah, she wanted to turn this guy into content, which is the reason why she didn't mute this man. Which I'm just saying, she got the content she wanted, but also the backlash was a little immense, so she decided to delete the VOD, so hopefully no one will find any other clips from her. But yeah, I would say, you poked the bear, you got mauled by the bear. I can't be mad at the bear. I'm like, what is the bear gonna do? Not maul you because you wanted to get content, but you didn't want to get attacked for that content? Like, I'm sorry, but you did this to yourself. I can't blame the guy, and no one's blaming the guy. Well, obviously, there's people blaming the guy, but those are the people that don't actually game. They more or less like the aesthetics of gaming. You know, the rainbow RGB and the money that's attached to it. Because for some reason, a lot of those people that never were into gaming until Twitch streaming became a thing, now they really, want to make a change in gaming whenever no one ever had a problem with this. Because I know if I'm going to talk shit to someone, they're going to talk shit back. I know, it's human nature. Who would have thought someone would retaliate? It's a weird thing, people retaliating. No one has ever done this in the history of man. And also, instead of her, actually reporting the guy in game, because this probably would have got him banned if you just reported him in the game, she decided to Alt F4 and leave the game. You should not be able to complain on Twitter that you didn't report someone in game, but now you want to report them. Like, it's just so dumb. There are already features to, combat this type of toxicity if you don't like it inside the game, and yet she doesn't take those steps to report the person in game, and now just wants to make a stink on Twitter, making it seem like Riot does nothing about these people. Whenever Riot does do things about these people, Riot does ban these people. They give them the temporary bans that they deserve, because at the end of the day, these people bring in a lot of money. And at the end of the day, a temporary ban is usually what sets people straight for a little while. And then they get toxic again, they get a little temporary ban, they become straight again. Well, you know what I mean. They go on the straight and narrow path again. And then they do a little toxicity again. It's the human nature. It's the literal cycle of gaming. You try your best to do your best, and then one day, it all comes to a little boil over. You get mad, you say something, you get banned. Now, I haven't really gotten banned for toxic chat, and I have said some pretty heinous things in my time, but also I have reported a few people for the pretty heinous things they've said, and they have gotten banned. And there's some things that I think they should have gotten banned for, but also at the end of the day, I never made a stink about it on Twitter. I never called out like Blizzard Entertainment or like Valve for being these bastions of like racism and like these last places for Nazis to be refugees so they can spread their hateful speech, whatever. I know. What does Valve have to do with this one person? Valve has nothing to do with this one person. And it's so trash for people to be like, oh no, the game company is why this person is toxic, and not just either I said something to them or I know these people just realized it is an online video game and it doesn't matter at the end of the day what they say, because he was never actually going to grape you. I know, that is a weird concept. A person on the internet says something they actually didn't mean. But I think the only thing that actually made this post really blow up was that this guy, Andrew Tate, decided to join the conversation. The guy that for some reason is against video games, but as soon as a woman speaks about it, this man is all over it, and he's like trying to be the savior. Please, why is he even famous? I still don't understand. I made a video about this man like 5-6 years ago. Back in the day, Cobra Tate was like a meme. He was a literal lolcow. I'm like, I guess technically now you could somewhat call him a lolcow still, but I mean, like, I think he has ascended lolcow status. Somehow, he was like the only one of them that did that. But yeah, Andrew Tate put in his 2 cents, and obviously, as soon as he joins the chat, it stopped being about, the woman's actions, and now it just started becoming, men in general. I kind of hate whenever he joins any conversation on the internet because it just derails everything. Hopefully I gave you boys a life lesson in, a little bit of mental fortitude. You will have trials and tribulations out there, boys, but also at the end of the day, if you can't fight and you love running away, please, at least be honest. At least be like, yeah, I ran away because I can't fight. At least be honest. You get brownie points for being honest at this point. Like, at least be honest. Don't be like Miss Taylor Morgan here, throwing stones, then hiding her hand. But boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, you know, if you want to support the videos, become a channel member. Hit that join button. But other than that, I'll see you all in the next video.